Next week marks the 25th anniversary of the Royal Commission into Aboriginal deaths in custody. 25 years after the landmark report, overall deaths in custody are dropping in Australia. Now advocates say it's time to turn attention to near-miss events, when inmates come close to death and no independent investigation takes place.
As a lawyer with the Aboriginal Legal Service in WA, Vijitha Dalawis spent years helping those in prison. He never imagined one day it would be him in jail. The 65-year-old diabetic spent almost 5 years in prison after being convicted of assault. He says he saw just how near to death some prisoners can get.
Duty of care is ignored, completely ignored.
Mr Dalawis fell into a diabetic coma at least 3 times because he often couldn't eat after getting insulin.
Sometimes I didn't eat anything. I didn't know whether my blood sugar level was high or low, and I had so many hypos.
Hypoglycemia does cause brain damage.
Sonali de Alwis left a career in family law to represent her father and has medical records confirming his claims.
I've got questions and I'm not getting any answers from anybody.
Cases like this are what legal experts call near misses, when an inmate comes close to death because of assault, sickness, self-harm or injury.
In Australia, we don't count them, we don't report on them publicly, and there's no evidence that we learn from them in terms of preventing deaths in custody.
The figures that are available suggest serious incidents in Australian prisons are rising. Nearly 1/3 of Indigenous inmates have to see medical staff for injuries, up from 22%. 8% of all inmates are attacked while in prison, and 4% self-harm, up from 2%.
They absolutely need to be treated as seriously as deaths in custody.
In December last year, David Dungay died in a Sydney prison. His family say he had diabetes and his death was preventable. In New South Wales, serious incidents are recorded in a briefing note sent to the Corrective Services Commissioner. Prisoners in WA are encouraged to stick to treatment plans. Serious incidents are reviewed during a lesson learnt session. This family hope those lessons are only learnt once. Alison Branley, ABC News.